Why does man get sick? Why sickness and disease at all? I went on a quest around the world to find out what causes a man to get sick and what man can do to get well.
By the sheer fact that you're here and breathing, there is hope.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZOE Today. I'm Ziki, your guest host, and today is a special show where we're doing a deeper dive about our ZOE Wellness Program. Have you tried everything to lose weight and just can't keep it off? I'm talking about juice cleanses, paleo, keto diets, gym memberships, expensive exercise equipment you never use, you name it. Well, there's a better way that is working every day for people just like you. Okay, we want to welcome back our friend, medical Dr. Joe Feuerstein, who is also pulling a double duty as our international correspondent from a very special place. You'll find out in just a few minutes. And we also have on set with us our coaches from the ZOE Wellness Center to talk about how you can lose up to 30 pounds or more in 30 days while eating real foods. You don't want to miss this show, okay? Mark your calendars and set your reminders because we are here live every weekday from 1 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Word Network. And at the same time, you can also watch us on social media. Simply visit ZOEtoday.com and you can join us live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and even Twitch. And if you are streaming online, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like, follow, and share. Whichever way you're tuning in, be sure to ask questions and drop comments because your interactions will help shape our after show that will continue to stream online from 1:30 p.m. Eastern to at least 2 p.m. And that's where we're going to throw out the rule book and continue the conversation and answer your burning questions. Okay? Dr. Joe, oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, tell us where you are calling in from today.
I am calling in from the very holy and important city of Jerusalem. So let me tell you where I am right now. On my left-hand side is the most famous of all the hotels, the King David Hotel. And behind me, you can see those walls. They're beautiful old walls. Those are literally the walls of the city of Jerusalem, of the old city. So I'm very, very close to the old city. This is where Jesus was. This is where Jesus preached, and then I apologize for the lighting, but there is a light above me that I can do nothing about. So, and people are going to walk past. It's all part. This is live TV.
That's okay. You're fine. We can see you good. This is amazing. I am so excited for today, and we're just gonna actually just jump in on everything. We're talking about weight loss. We're talking about why it's so important and why ZOE Wellness is such an awesome program. So Dr. Joe, if you can just start, why is it so important for us to lose weight and keep a healthy weight for our bodies?
So this whole week, we've been talking about inflammation. And remember that inflammation is a normal process in the body. Everybody has inflammation. Anything happens to you, the way the body heals is through inflammation. Why? Because that brings in the blood flow. You have red blood cells and white blood cells and all of these nutrients and all of these things there to help heal something that is broken because of whatever happened. The problem in Western life is that the inflammation doesn't switch off. That's what it's supposed to do. But instead it continues and continues. And now you have issues, heart disease, certain types of cancers, lots of these things, mortality. So why is weight important? Because the extra pound, the extra body weight that you are carrying, that extra fat, because there's no other word for it, is not just hanging out. It's actually having metabolic effects on the body and causing inflammation. That chronic inflammation that's not good for your blood supplies, that chronic inflammation that's not good for your body, for your mental health, that is getting worse the heavier you are. You are in a chronically inflamed state.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So I know there's a lot of people out there, they're struggling with that. It's not easy a lot of times because, we want to get on the diets. We want to, try, the gym memberships and, just getting that motivation. Just talk about like something that they can do to get them started to help them in their journey?
So my clinical practice, which was 15 years and 45,000 patients, and I teach at 2 medical schools. One of them is an Ivy League medical school. One of the requirements of teaching is you have to do clinical studies. You have to publish. And so over a period of those 15 years, I published 3 clinical studies on a protocol that is not low carb, not low fat, but a modified version of the Mediterranean diet, which it was just voted for the 6th year, the healthiest diet you could have. And this is a modified version to allow you to optimize weight. I published it 3 times in 3 separate studies of 150 patients in peer-reviewed journals. And what I love about the program, because this is essentially one of the ZOE signature programs, is the ZOE 60. What is the ZOE 60? The ZOE 60 is based on the research that was done over 15 years and probably 10,000 patients. It doesn't just lose you weight. That's an A. It drops your cholesterol by 21%. It drops your bad cholesterol. It drops your blood pressure. It drops the inflammation. It drops your triglycerides. And it literally makes your blood sugars go down so much that you go from almost diabetic to practically normal. And this is not just me talking. This is based on published clinical studies in humans 3 times. So this is the real thing.
Wow, that is amazing. And I love how you touched on you can eat, it's not low carb, it's not low fat. So Dr. Joe, we have one of our coaches from our ZOE Wellness Center here, Mike.
Yes.
Mike, how are you?
Great.
Thank
How
you
are
for
you?
joining us. Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
If you could just talk a little bit about that, of course, especially being able to eat real foods and not have to, starve yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the program is really very instrumental in helping people be able to know what they need to eat that's going to help them maintain a healthy weight. Also, what Dr. Feuerstein was saying, it's going to bring your blood sugar to a normal level so that now you can eat regular food, but it's going to be tailored to you, what's specifically suited for your body. So you can still eat, you can still do what you need to do, but now you're learning a healthier lifestyle. And what I found with people that we're talking to, they don't really know the right way to eat.
Wow.
If they knew the right way to eat, then they could really do better. And so they're frustrated with, I'm eating vegetables, but it just seems like I'm not losing the weight. So we're actually tailoring their diet so that now they'll know specifically what's necessary that's going to help foster overall wellness for yourself. So it's tremendous helping people, because when they come in, sometimes they do have sad stories. They come in feeling really bad. Sometimes they're feeling depressed because they don't like their body image and they're just so tired. They say, I've tried everything and there's just nothing working. And so the success stories, people coming back saying, listen, like I got a message from one of my clients on the ZOE 60. They said, I lost 13 pounds in my first 15 days.
Wow.
And so they were so encouraged because they were so frustrated with not being able to not keep the weight off. Maybe they'll do the yo-yo, lose it, gain it back, but now they're able to keep it off.
Wow. Wow. That is just so amazing. And so you're talking about that everything is customized for each patient. So like foods that are going to help with me may not help for you. Dr. Joe, can you talk about that? How the program is kind of customized for each person?
So it's customized in terms of people's preferences. There are certain foods people can't tolerate. Everybody can't eat everything. There's no democracy to food. It depends on where you came from in the world and are you used to metabolizing certain nutrients. I'll give you an example. People from Northern Europe, most of them don't properly metabolize soy. Literally soy. They don't have the right enzymes in their body. There are lots of people who are lactose intolerant. They can't really metabolize milk properly and get all the right nutrients. So we take that into consideration. And also your preferences. We have ways to deal with the fact that you may hate vegetables. It's a problem, but we have a solution. There are things that we can do, including shakes, that are going to have enough of the fruits and vegetables, but you're not going to taste them because they're part of a really great shake as part of this program. But we're giving you your fruits and vegetables. Listen, after 10,000, 15,000 patients, there's pretty much not a patient who's going to ask me a question I haven't already seen before. So I used to get these kids, they were 17, and I remember them. None of them would ever eat a vegetable. That was never going to happen. So how do you get around it? You get these green shakes and these red shakes, and you put it there, and suddenly they'll drink it. You put it in their drink, and they don't care because it tastes of fruit. It tastes of berries. But lo and behold, it turns out you've actually got some broccoli in there.
Yes, I love that. I know, because it should be fun to lose weight and not, have to feel stressed about losing weight. And what about exercise? Mike, I'll ask you, like with the program, can you give a little deeper info about exercise? Do you have to do that?
No, you don't. You don't have to exercise on the program because the way the program is established and set up, it's going to help you get an overall body balance in 4 ways. First way is we're going to deal with your cells, because that's where the metabolism happens. It happens at the cellular level. Then the next thing, we're going to ease toxins out of your system. Then we're going to address inflammation, just like Dr. Feuerstein was talking about earlier. And then we're going to reset your metabolism. So during this process, no, you don't have to exercise to get the results, because the way the program is set up, it's going to get you jump started, get your body in tune, balance. So now your metabolism starts working properly without you having to exercise. Now, after the program, we definitely want to encourage you to be active.
Yeah.
But while you're on the program, not necessarily exercise.
Wow, that is amazing. And Dr. Joe, would you say that that's important to, like after the program is done, to incorporate that exercise in that? With,
the program is 30 to 60 days. It's a kickstart. What we're teaching you is habits. The research on habit formation is that it takes 30, 60 days to get you to do a new habit. We're teaching you a new way of eating, a new way to have a relationship with food that is controlled. You control it. It's not a bad relationship. It's a positive, important relationship. You're not going to be eating masses and masses, because you're going to feel satisfied and you're going to feel satiated with the right amounts of the right foods at the right time. There's no question, as Mike said, there's no question that part of a healthy lifestyle, which is where the ZOE life is getting you, is movement. There's no question. You have to move. But at the beginning, it's not the focus. It becomes the focus afterwards. Now you're feeling better. You've lost the weight. Your inflammation is down. You're feeling that you can move better. Let's get moving, because that's going to help in a myriad of ways in the future. This is forever.
Wow. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Well, Dr. Joe, Mike, we're going to actually go to a commercial break really quickly. Thank you, Mike, so much for joining us.
Thank you for
Wellness
having
Coaches. Guys, we are here. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor, and we will be right back. Please don't go away.
In 30 days, I lost 21 pounds, but that wasn't the significant part. I had energy. I have 6 grandkids. I could run with them. I could walk up steps and not be winded. As a matter of fact, my cholesterol dropped by 47 points. Since I stopped the 30-day program, I'm still losing weight. I am still losing weight. I can't say enough about the program. I thank my pastors for presenting this opportunity to us here. I thank Damon Davis, the founder of ZOE Wellness. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for everything that ZOE has done.
I lost a total of 22 pounds. That weight came off really in the first 40 days. I've always been a big guy. I'm an ex-football player. So I've always been on the heftier side. And so after starting the ZOE program, I really, really slimmed down a lot. Everyone wanted to know how I did it.
When I went to ZOE, it was for the weight loss, but it was for all the additions that they could offer. You're talking about your entire body from head to toe. My weight dropped at a good number. I lost 21.23 pounds. I feel healthier. I have more energy. I'm becoming better.
I lost about 45 pounds as of today.
I have lost 32 pounds. which is huge. The clothes fit better, I look better, and my knees don't ache anymore. Every day you go on the scale, you see the results. You're losing weight.
I really thank ZOE Wellness Center
For giving our life
for
back
giving us
and giving
our
us the
life
strength.
back.
In 30 days' time, I lost 42 pounds on the program. I was dropping a pound or two every day. It was happening like I couldn't believe it. My doctor couldn't believe it. We were able to actually reduce my cholesterol medication by half. I feel like a new person. I not only wanted to look like a rock star, I wanted to feel like the rock star I used to be, and now I do.
As I started doing ZOE Wellness, I was literally losing a pound a day. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This really works? Like, what? And then I started to think about the clothes that I wasn't able to wear even a week ago, that now I can put them on. It was proven. It works. Listen, if you are looking to look your best, feel your best, if you are getting a new zest for taking care of yourself and taking care of your life, you've got to try ZOE Wellness. It works for me. It worked and it continues to work for me. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. So look out for it. ZOE Wellness.
Welcome back, everyone. And if you're just joining us, we are here with medical doctor Joe Feuerstein, who is answering your burning questions. We're talking about how you can lose 30 pounds in just 30 days. Dr. Joe, I want to pick up where we left off. We are actually joined as well by Nate, another one of our wellness coaches. And we want to just hear some stories actually from Nate, some success stories or anything that you want to share about this amazing program.
I mean, we got some people that they definitely are they're questioning the program. They come in, they're like very timid and not sure if they should share their stories, but their stories is exactly what brings them in and takes them out. That's the story that carries them throughout the full program. We have people that, you know, they share that they're there, but they feel like they don't want to do something for themselves because they feel they have to save the money for their family, but really they're doing this program because of their family.
Yeah.
So the bigger the purpose, the better the results. And when they come in with just looking at themselves, it's like they're carrying themselves to the building, but they don't see the overall result, which is be there for you, your family, and you're also going to bless everybody around you that you end up coming encountering with about your story. So I tell them, are you ready to save somebody else's life? Let your story become somebody else's story.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. And you are definitely helping, you know, your family because you want to be here and you want to be healthy and alive.
Exactly.
So I want to know just some questions. Both of you guys can kind of you know, time off of each other, like some frequently asked questions about the program that someone, you know, may like they have.
Okay. You know, recovery. I mean, what about after the program? Does this program really sustain the weight loss? As long as you follow the structural plan, you'll get the results you're looking for. And all we do is teach you, like Dr. Feuerstein said. He says, we're going to teach you a relationship on how to, you know, communicate with food, how to look at food differently. Once that inflammation is down low enough, you look at food differently. You look at food as energy instead of flavors. You start loving food that loves you back. You might even go vegetarian because you start feeling that energy.
Yes.
You know, so it's totally up to you on how you want to, your memory about food your memory about food is your best coach, basically, after that.
Okay. Yeah. And I also want to make sure you guys, while we're talking, please call 833-342-5963. Please call ZOE Wellness. You can lose 30 pounds in up to 30 days. Okay. This is amazing. Dr. Joe, I just want to, you to go in and, you know, once you're like the program, you're going through the program, just kind of touch again on some benefits like lowering cholesterol, lowering your blood pressure.
I'll make it even bigger. The research on weight loss is that as you've lost the weight, you are actually, if you do all of these things, so in other words, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your inflammation, your weight, as they go down, you are actually going to live longer. They're going to live longer. You're going to have a longer life, and it'll be a better life because you won't feel what you feel 30 pounds heavier and inflamed and just aching and tired and depressed and not motivated. And then the new you, as Damon says, you know, new me in 23, the new you is a completely different, it's somebody who is living the ZOE life. They are living the extraordinary life because they are fueling correctly, they are moving, they are sleeping, they have their relationship with the Lord, and they know how to cope with stress because we've taught them. And now you are thriving. You have limitless energy. You can actually do what you need to do. It's a reset, but it's a journey because it doesn't end. You're now going to eat the ZOE way forever. And that's okay. You know, we have research on what are the most important characteristics to people keeping weight loss. And they are that you have to remember, you have to keep to the program. You have to still remember that you'll have to be careful certain things you're not going to want to eat a lot of. You can't just sit there and go 30 days, now I can eat whatever I like.
Yeah.
You won't want to do that. What you'll want to do is continue to feel as good as you feel. That's the point of it. It's a cycle of virtue.
Wow, it's definitely life-changing journey. I love that. And I just got word also, Dr. Joe and Nate, we are doing a promotion. If you call now, 833-342-5963, we are going to give you a free consultation that is worth $100. So please call in. You don't want to miss that. It's an amazing program. And just what you were saying, Dr. Joe, just it's a lifestyle change. You're changing your life. It's not just done after 30 days. And Nate, tell us some stories about how it's totally changed someone's life after those 30 days.
You know, once they're done with the program, so we get visitors that come back and just, you know, gives us their stories about how they changed somebody else's life. But the way we notice that is they actually bring someone else in. They bring a family member in, and they're like, hey, it's your turn. And again, it's that sharing spreading the word, basically. So that's definitely something that we see daily. And basically this is we love what we do. We get every day is a repair day.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So do you have a personal story?
You know,
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have my personal story is this is a full 360 personal development. This is a personal development for people that are physically developing themselves, mentally developing themselves. So once they do this is not just about the body anymore. It's about how they react towards people. They start feeling more control of their emotions. Now they got better gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote to depression. So now it's easier to be happier. So, I mean, I was listening to a song the other day and I don't even like it, but I was enjoying myself. I had a better attitude about it. So yeah, it definitely changes yourself. It changes the inside of you, the environment.
Wow. Dr. Joe, do you want to add on to that of how it does?
It does, but you know, the interesting thing is why does it have that effect on mood? And so we know there's research on this. We actually know that people who have depression have an increase in inflammatory markers in their body, probably causing some kind of inflammation in the brain, which is adjusting badly. It's kind of mucking around with the chemicals in your brain that govern your mood. So reducing inflammation, which is one of the key elements to this, and we can see inflammatory markers going down, is going to affect your mood in a positive way. And also, the diet does not have a lot of sugar because sugar is literally really addicting you. It's having the same effect on your brain as things like crack cocaine. Literally, there are studies showing that when you're having these things, you're having the same essential addiction as you would have if you were having crack. So we don't give you bad sugars. We give you natural sugars that come from God and are in fruit and are naturally bound with fiber. And they don't make your blood sugars go up and down because that's inflammatory as well. You see, everything is there with one purpose. It's to literally reboot. It's to repair. It's to regenerate. It's to get back on track, so you can then continue the journey, because this is the first step. It's the crucial step, but it's a journey But once you're on the journey, you're feeling better every moment.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Guys, you're definitely going to want to call. Please call. People are losing 20, 30, 40 pounds in 30 days. It is amazing. Please call 833-342-5963. And again, we are giving away a free consultation today only for $100. Guys, you don't want to miss out on that. Nate, can you talk about how much weight people are losing on this program?
I mean, we've seen 15 pounds in 15 days. You got people, the low average is 17 to 24 pounds with those that have less to lose. I've seen people with 55 to 45 pounds within 51 days.
Wow.
I mean, this is, it's everybody's body is different. So everyone has different fractures of life that will definitely give them different results.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. And Dr. Joe, just talk about how it's important to lose weight in a healthy way for your body.
So there's no question. We want you actually to do this and to maintain it. And we also don't want it too fast. We want it to be real weight loss, not water weight. You go on a water fast. I used to have this patient and she would lose 20 pounds in like 5 days because she went on a water fast. Yeah. But what happens next? You're going to put it all back on because you haven't actually done anything. It's, it's the type of thing you do when you need to go to a wedding and look thinner. Fine, that's great. But that's not a long-term plan. That doesn't have any massive impact on your health. And more importantly, on your longevity, on how long you're going to live for. That's the key. You want to live longer and you want to live healthier. So these kind of fatty things, they don't work. ZOE 60 is a 60-day program. There's a 30-day to start, and then you go to the next 30 days. And that's the way to do it. And the thing I love is that we're now able, because we have medical doctors like myself supervising the more complicated medical problems. So we can see, even if you have medical problems where you'd need to be supervised by the medical team, that's okay, because we can do that too. That's the ZOE Medical. And that'll allow us, in conjunction with your doctor, to do this safely.
Wow, safely. People are getting off of their medications with ZOE Wellness. That is amazing. We only have a couple more minutes left in our show, but Nate, thank you so much for joining us. If you wanted to add something else about ZOE Wellness, they can come see you, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Come in, and this is a transformative year. We've seen a lot of changes happening right now, and this is the best time to do it. It's the new year, new you. And, we're definitely helping people with great specials. So today's the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Dr. Joe, thank you so much from.
My pleasure. I'll be zooming in next week, still from Israel.
Yeah, still from Israel. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. And of course, again, we've opened up the ZOE Wellness Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. And are you going to be back there soon? Correct?
No. I was in Illinois. I have an Illinois license, so my patients that I see at Schaumburg, they're actually done remotely. But we've got another couple of centers opening, and in the end, we'll be all over the place. All remote for me.
All remote. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much. And guys, remember that we are here again every day from 1 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And don't forget to please call the number 833-342-5963. You can lose up to 30 pounds in 30 days. Forget all of those gimmicky diets, paleo, keto. This is the best plan. They're going to customize a plan just for you so you can get healthy, change your life, and have a better you in this new year. So guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Dr. Joe, Dr. Joe, they're getting set up again.
Oh, I see.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our after show. We have had an amazing show. We've been talking to Dr. Joe Feuerstein. He's all the way in Israel. That's so amazing. We're going to please ask questions, drop comments, because Dr. Joe is going to be answering your questions. We have Mike, our wellness coach from ZOE Wellness Center. He's going to be answering your questions. Anything that you guys want to know, they are going to answer for you. We are letting our hair down. Guys, we're just here. We're having a conversation. Okay. Remember, call 833-492-5963. Okay. All right. So we've been talking about ZOE Wellness and how amazing it is. Can you tell people just a little bit about people who are just joining us, a little bit more about ZOE Wellness Center?
Yeah. So ZOE Wellness Center, it is a place where you can come and actually get your life back. Because a lot of people, they feel like because they've gained the weight and it's hard for them to control it, they feel like their life is spinning out of control too. So what we do, we actually give a healthy, balanced approach for eating, but also to get your metabolism jump started the way that it's supposed to be. Not doing something like Dr. Feuerstein said, you go on this water diet and you lose water weight and then you gain it back. Yeah. No, this is going to be sustainable weight loss to show you how now you can live this way the rest of your life. Wow. Sustainable eating, doing it the right way. I have a family member who went on this program and his issue was blood pressure. He was on a particular medicine for years, couldn't get off. The doctor kept encouraging him, lose the weight, we can get you off the medicine. Well, what he did, he finally got on ZOE. He did ZOE 30. By the time he was finished with the entire program, he lost 40 pounds.
Wow, that is amazing.
Not only did he lose the 40 pounds, he was able to sustain it and keep it off. And the doctor took him off the medicine. So now he's off of high blood pressure medicine and he has more energy. He's more active again. He loves to cycle. He's back cycling. He's enjoying his life. And by the way, when he started the program, he was 63. Mm-hmm. When he finished the program, end of the program, 51 days, he had a birthday. So he turned 64.
Yes, that's amazing.
And lost the weight. He's doing great.
Yeah, see, whatever age, it's not too late. You got to get in there and get healthy. Mm-hmm. But I love how you were saying if he got off of the medication. Dr. Joe, if you could talk about that, because sometimes I know just hearing a lot about how medicine sometimes can, not really fix the problem, but
medicine has a place and it's important. We're very good with prescriptions at emergencies, with acute. What we mean is right now, this happened immediately, we got to do something quick. That's what a prescription medication is best working for. The moment we get into chronic prescription medications, they're doing the best they can. They're working on a specific system that they're designed to work on only. They're not working on the whole system. They're working on one particular part of whatever it is, blood pressure, especially like the kidney or the tone, the amount of tone you have in your blood vessels. So those are what these medicines are doing, and they work on that because that's what the FDA allows them to do. But they're not working on everything. If you want to work on everything, you have to do a lifestyle makeover, literally. You can't just I'll take a pill for this and a pill for that and a pill for this. And in the end, you get what's called polypill, which is one that does everything. That's not actually going to help. You want a polypill? You don't need a pill at all. What you need is to do a lifestyle overhaul, which means how are you sleeping? We'll ask you about that in the ZOE 60. How are you moving? How do you deal with stress? What are you eating? When are you eating? How much of it are you eating? What are the patterns of your eating? What is your relationship with food? All of that is important because that allows us to give you an individualized program that's also not just this is not just any weight loss program like anything else. This is a religious one. This is spirit. We care about your relationship to the Almighty. We care about your spiritual health because that's part of what's going on. If you are in better health, you can serve better. That's what this is about.
Wow, that is So this I have a tongue tie, but we do have a question. Visco fat. If you could discuss that. We had someone visceral fat. Oh my gosh, Dr. Joe, that is why visceral. Okay, this is the after show, guys. Look, I am not a doctor. Visceral fat. Dr. Joe, could you talk about that?
Yeah. So men are not women and women are not men. We collect, or rather we essentially store energy. What is fat? Fat is stored energy. Okay, so you eat something, it essentially turns into energy. And then if you're not going to use it, so for example, if you're going to eat a lot at night and then you're not about to go running, or you're about to go and have the day of doing things, the body has one option. What is it going to do with the energy? It's going to have to put it somewhere. So where does it store it? It stores it as fat. That's actually the human storage. Why does it do it? Because for many, 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 many parts of human existence, there was food insecurity. I know we still even have food insecurity all over the world, which is a tragedy. But if you think 100, 200 years ago, there really was food insecurity. And so the body had times where you literally weren't eating anything. You were in starvation mode. The only thing that kept you alive was your energy stores, which was your fat. So that's what's it for. The problem is now we don't need that anymore. There are three types of, if we say organisms or beings in the world that have unlimited food. They are Homo sapiens in most countries. In other words, people, humans. Zoo animals get unlimited food, right? And pets get unlimited food. And would you believe it? But the pets in America today start getting exactly the same diseases as the humans. Why? Because they have unlimited calories. You can't have unlimited calories. In fact, there is some research that would suggest, which is why we like intermittent fasting a little bit, that if you calorically restrict, meaning you don't have all the calories what you need, you actually have a little bit of restriction that seems to actually have an effect on living longer, on longevity. So we have the data on this. There's no question that, so the ZOE program is designed to just be much more global. Eating, sleeping, movement, stress, relationship with the Almighty, spirituality. That's how it's done.
Wow. ZOE Wellness is about your whole being. I love it. I want to ask Mike. So what is the difference between ZOE Wellness and other weight loss programs?
Yeah. So the difference is we get to the root of the issue, and it's at the cellular level. Other programs, they'll show you how to lose weight. It'll be temporary. You drop the weight, then winds up coming back. But with ZOE Wellness, the program gets to the root and the source of the issue. It's at the cellular level. And at the cellular level, if we can deal with how your cells metabolize fat, and if we can feed water and nutrients to your cells, it's going to enable your cells to metabolize the fat like it needs to. And then now you're having sustainable results. So it's going to be consistent. So the whole deal is getting that metabolism jump-started, reset. We do it at the cellular level, and that's like the big difference in our program. And also showing you how you need to eat for the rest of your life. So once you lose the weight, how do you maintain it? Now you're going to get educated on proper eating and being able to do that for the rest of your life. We make it interesting for you, so it's not boring, you eating the same old thing. No, we show you how to make it very interesting for you, how now you're healthy, now you're more vibrant. You look better, you even feel better. Even Dr. Feuerstein was talking about how the inflammation, when it increases, it will actually kind of convolute those chemicals that need to be balanced in your brain. So now your mood increases and you're feeling great. So yeah, it's an overall support for you. We're addressing spirit, soul, and body. And we're getting to the root at the cellular level. That's the difference.
Wow, I love that. So Mike, you can say that you are seeing the clients actually happier and feeling better about themselves. And, some people may come in depressed about their situation, but it's actually helping. This is amazing. Guys, please, this program is amazing. Please call 833-342-5963. If you missed it in our show, they are giving away $100 at a consultation. Okay, so you don't want to miss that. Come in, get a consultation. It's free, so you have nothing to lose, but just start. So, Dr. Joe, guys, do y'all want to add anything else as our after show? So we kind of.
I do. So I just want to get to the visceral fat. So you have the fat. You can have it in the pear-shaped part, which is basically for females. That's where it kind of collects over the hips. And you can have it in men around your belly. That's, the love handles. However, there's one type of fat that's really not good, and that is the fat around your organs. That is the visceral fat. That is metabolically the most active and having the worst effect, the most inflammatory. This is not a good thing. So let me tell you, as I said before, the ZOE 60 is based on a protocol that I did 3 published studies with 10,000 patients on, and I published it on 150. It was published in 3 different journals and presented in 2 international conferences. These are peer-reviewed studies. So these patients that I saw, one of the most rewarding things, apart from they lose weight, their cholesterol drops, their sugar drops, their blood pressure drops, their inflammation drops, their triglycerides drop. But something else that I always loved is if you have fat around your liver, fatty liver, that's actually the #1 reason over time that people in America now get a liver transplant. It's not alcohol. It's not viral hepatitis. It's fatty liver from obesity. So if I do a blood test and you are very heavy, if I check your liver function tests, they may be elevated. Why? Because you have chronic inflammation of your liver, and your liver is full of fat. So let me tell you, the patients on this program that I saw over the 15 years, I would check their liver function tests before and their liver function tests afterwards when they'd lost 20, 25, 30 pounds. And you know what, Zeke? And this part I loved, they had gone back to normal. What is that telling me? It's telling me that we're getting rid of just not the regular fat, we're getting rid of the visceral fat. If the inflammation is going down, we're getting rid of the visceral fat. If the triglycerides, which are little pockets of fat floating around your body, if that's going down by 75%, we're probably getting rid of visceral fat. That's the worst fat, and we're going to get rid of it, and we're going to keep it off.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing, Dr. Joe. We actually had a question that came in as well. So how the viewer wants to know, how do they know if they're a good candidate for this program? Is it just about weight loss? Is it just about, it's so much more cholesterol and all of that? If you could touch on that.
I think our wonderful health coach should tell us how he screens.
Yes, Mike.
Yeah. So what we do ask you to fill out an intake form so that we can get information on some of the things that we need to ensure that will help provide that support for you. In some instances, everyone may not be the best candidate initially. So then we will ask them, please have your doctor give an approval form back. So we'll provide a form for them to look and review everything that's comprised in the program. And then many times they'll go ahead, get the doctor to look over it. The doctor go ahead and sign off on it, because everything that's a part of the program is all natural, therapeutic supplementation. And it's all derived from whole food and is not GMO, meaning not genetically modified organisms. So everything that's comprised and it is all natural, it's vegan, alcohol free. So what we do, we provide a doctor approval form to their medical practitioner or physician. They look it over, they'll say, okay, it checks out. They'll send it signed back, and then we're able to present the program. And people have been so happy to be able to get on the program from their doctor being able to approve it. So we do make sure the intake form, we get the necessary information, and if needed, we provide that doctor approval form.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Everyone, please remember, call 833-342-5963. Come in, get your consultation. Today it is free. That's a $100 value. Please come in so you can change your life. Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. Dr. Joe, thank you so much. All the way from Israel, thank you.
All the way from Israel. See you next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week. Guys, thank you. Remember, 1 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are here on the Word Network, and our after show from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us tomorrow, and we will see you then. Have a good day.
Thanks so much.